20 things guys say when they're not that into you. Guys aren't that difficult to figure out, especially when you're trying to find out if he's interested in dating you. The indicators that he isn't interested in you are visible not only in his body language, but also in what he says. Make no mistake, if he says any of these things, he isn't interested in developing a relationship with you. 1. I've got a girlfriend. The first rule of not getting into problems while dating is to avoid males who have girlfriends. Even if he's into you but claims he's taken, act as if he's not. In general, if you ask him about his relationship status and he tells you, it's a hint he's not searching for something serious with you. 2. Sorry for missing your text. I fell asleep yesterday night. The text is frequently an invitation to hang out or a question about what he's up to. If he has a habit of passing out every time you text him to be up, he's just not that into you. 3. At work, things are heating up, so I'll be really busy. The obvious caution is that this could very well be true. That's why I believe some people use it, instead of simply expressing their disinterest right away. It's a simple method to pull a slow fade or keep your date to whatever time works best for him. 4. Right now, I'm not seeking a commitment. You know? If he's truly interested in you, he'll seek a commitment. He'd be upfront about how he'd like to settle down. If he says this, he's telling you that he's not interested in the whole package, but he'll sleep with you. 5. You deserve someone so much better than me. Most guys in this situation don't recognize you deserve someone better than them, or they do, and choose to ignore it because they know how lucky they've been. In any event, a guy who says this is probably attempting to make you feel better about the fact that he isn't interested in whatever reason. 6. I'm having trouble getting over my ex. Is this a possibility? Yes. Is it possible that it was a lie to soften the blow to your ego? Yes, once more. This is one of those moments when it's important to talk things out with him, rather than just thinking he's not into you, so you can figure out whether he's just giving you a heads up or attempting to put a stop to the whole thing. 7. I'm going to be quite jealous of the guy who dates you. Guys aren't very skilled at softening the blow of rejection or being subtle with their disinterest. This is their soft manner of being. Try not to dispute with him on this subject. He'll just be firm about it. 8. Silence. Have you ever been completely silent with someone you like? Probably not, especially if that person contacted you. In fact, you'd probably text them rather frequently. It's preferable to give a hint in this case, even if it hurts. 9. I'm just bad at messaging. He's terrible at texting, but he's also terrible at calling and answering the phone, isn't it? 10. I just don't want anything serious right now. That additional right now is what might make this so perplexing, especially since this sentence is frequently used. When you're hooking up with the guy, it may appear that him stating right now implies that there is hope for the future. While that is possible, I believe it is less likely than him discreetly stating that will not work out. No matter how wonderful a guy appears to be, if he says this, pay attention. 11. I think you're fantastic, but I'm not sure I'm ready for anything right now. Translation: I'm talking to 10 different girls and trying to pick which one I like best. 12. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. Girl: take it at face value if he says it. This is not a guy who is interested in you. 13. You're not my type physically. If a guy says this, he's not interested in you, and that's fine. He has such an unattractive demeanor that no amount of plastic surgery will ever be able to fix him. 14. Rain check. Hint: he's postponing the meets because he doesn't want you to have the impression that the two of you are dating. That's all there is to it. Because they don't want to reject, guys will take their time. 15. I'd like to date you, but I'm not sure my parents would be okay with it. When guys want to gently let a female down, they will do everything they can to protect her feelings. Coming up with a courteous excuse that it isn't them will be part of this. If he says his parents will prohibit it, believe he isn't interested and move on. 16. This really isn't going anywhere. This is one of the more direct but polite ways of expressing that something won't happen. Accept it as a mature person and remain calm about it. 17. I think we'd make better friends than lovers. You might truly want to be your friend in this scenario, and that's fine. What will happen in the future is impossible to foretell. 18. We're still getting to know each other. After a few dates, if you're still during this, the dude isn't ready to commit to you. You're far too beautiful for this. So take your gorgeous self and get to know someone who won't play games with you. 19. Right now, all I'm trying to do is have a good time. Why wait and have fun with only one person for something that may or may not happen? Unless, of course, you're attempting to have a good time right now as well. 20. I've got way too much on my mind right now. That's a pretty lame explanation, isn't it? Okay, that's all right. Perhaps he is dealing with a lot of stress at the moment. Perhaps the timing is a little odd, but believe it or not, there will always be something going on. It's known as life. You shouldn't have to wait for him to decide whether or not you're significant enough to be included in that thing. You too have a life. So keep moving forward and begin to live it. Here's the harsh reality about men. You put in a lot of effort. You've all heard of the demanding, high-maintenance girlfriend cliché. Men, on the other hand, can be extremely demanding. Men can be grumpy and distant, play games, and change their moods at any time. Let's face it, men and women have distinct perspectives on the word. And this might make a deep, passionate, romantic connection harder to achieve, something that men crave as well. You must truly get what your man is thinking on a deep level. How much time do you devote to attempting to be the type of woman you believe men desire? It's a lot if you're like most women. You spend so much time trying to make yourself look sexy and appealing. All the while, you're portraying yourself as amusing, interesting, worldly, and not in the least bit needy. You spent all this time demonstrating how wonderful you'd be for him. What a wonderful future he'd have if he chose you to be his partner. Nothing works out. So finally, many women have given up on finding love. They never got too close to a man for fear of frightening him away. Other women, on the other hand, take a different approach. They receive help. One of the experts they consult is relationship coach James Bauer. This is why, whenever I'm asked about male psychology, I always offer James Bauer's video, which you can access under recommended solutions in this video's description, as well as in the pinned comment. He discloses a secret male urge that few women are aware of in the video, and tells you how to exploit it to bring you and your partner closer than ever before. Sex, communication, or romantic dates, in my experience, are never the missing links in any relationship. All of these factors are significant, but they are rarely deal breakers when it comes to a relationship success. This is the missing link. Go check out the video and find out. Thanks for watching.